A tribute to Gen Z media.
Every generation thinks they have the best movies, music, TV shows, and books.
Facts.
And as a member of
Facts. I don't know who's on my screen right now, but let's talk about some generational classics. Cause like new age Disney fell off when Jesse stopped pulling up. You know what I mean? Once Bunk came on, that's when Disney fell off. But even before that, we gotta talk about Kim Possible. We gotta talk about even Steven, Phil from the Future. We gotta talk about Corey in the House. We gotta talk about Lilo and Stitch. We gotta talk about all those classics. Now that was prime. I don't care what anyone says. And some people might think that's a bad take.
Gen Z, let me just say that we definitely do. Let's start out with TV, and more specifically, cartoons. The hyper-ironic, random humor Gen Z is known for really just stems from the cartoons we grew up watching. I mean, the most popular cartoon of our childhood followed an anthropomorphic bird and raccoon working at a park.
Regular show, bro. We gotta go back and watch all these. I'm telling you, I need to go back and just...
Man, a ghost, the cartoons we grew up watching. I mean, the most popular cartoon of our childhood followed an anthropomorphic bird and raccoon working at a park with a green man, a ghost, an immortal yeti with a gumball machine as a boss. It doesn't really get more random.
I mean, we can talk about, you know, a sponge, a starfish, and a squid, and a squirrel that lives underwater, and a greedy crab, and for some reason the crab birthed a whale. What? Nah, what was Mr. Krabs was busting down something. Cause what?
Than that. Regular Show really had a massive influence on Gen Z's humor. I mean, the amount of times me and my friends have said, "Oh," after something epic happens, it's gotta be in the hundreds. And we didn't just have Regular Show. I mean, Phineas and Ferb is probably my favorite show of all time, up there with The Sopranos. While the animation and
he just put Phineas and Ferb up with Sopranos. Look, I have never watched Sopranos, but Death Note, Phineas and Ferb, Avatar, Sopranos. I've seen all these but Sopranos. My guy Stoney, if he's in the chat, shout out to you. He was telling me to watch Sopranos on the Patreon. You know, I don't know if I'll do a video on it for the main channel, but to just watching that on the Patreon, I might. And if you're saying this is like one of a cult classic, we might have to. But Phineas and Ferb, what is y'all favorite Phineas and Ferb song? Because we know we got the classics, itchy, itchy, cool means that I love you. Or we got the squirrels in my pants. Squirrels. We got all that, right? This is probably my favorite Phineas and Ferb. If you don't have a favorite Phineas and Ferb song, you bout to have a favorite Phineas and Ferb song. Let it cook. I'll get ya. Busted. Hey. And I did recently see that the two voice actors that voice act them, they were doing a live show of this song. That just shows you. This song has 18 million views. More popular Phineas and Ferb songs, but this just has a core memory in my heart.
While the animation and premise of the show makes it appear like it's meant for little kids, the writing and humor is so clever and witty that I enjoy the show more now at 20 years old than I did when I was a little kid. Other shows like Gravity Falls, The Amazing World of Gumball, and Adventure Time also helped mold the absurd and spontaneous identity, humor, and culture of our generation. Now let's talk about music. Man.
Ooh, let's get into the music. Bro, music used to be... I miss pop. I'm sorry, I do. Can the whites be back on top? I'm tired of listening, I'm really tired of listening to rap. I like listening to Cardi and Ken Carson and all the new underground and stuff. Nine Vicious, all that cool. But damn, can we get Chainsmokers back? Something.
And from 2014 to 2019, the amount of amazing music that was released is astounding. Gen Z is obsessed with 2016, and I think a main reason for that is because so many great albums were released that year. Blonde, Starboy, Anti, Lemonade, Coloring Book, Black Star, The Life of Pablo, Untitled, Unmastered, Views, Awaken My Love. I mean, 2016.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever going to be this good. I don't think we ever had that many talented artists drop in the same year as 2016.
Uzi has basically become a mythical figure because of his consistency and output during that year. And I'm not saying these are necessarily album, Gen Z albums,
every
but usually
Uzi,
the music that's the most important
like
to you
Uzi's
is
first
the music
albums,
that was released during your formative years. And I just gotta say, we low-key win. Yeah, I'll admit we didn't have Michael Jackson or Biggie or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but bro, do you know who we got? my man Fetty Wap. Listen, I'm not even being ironic. Fetty Wap at his peak
1738.
had the entire world in the palm of his hand. Bro, I know you remember 1738. And I got this sewed up. And he had other hits like My Way, RGF Island, and again, Fetty Wap was really the king of writing hooks. I don't want to sound like too much of an old head, but modern pop music to me sounds like
Charles?
it's
How you
lacking
doing?
creativity. Everyone kind of sounds the same and is trying to hop on trends. And when someone new does come with an original sound, it's shocking. I miss the days when upcoming artists like Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, and Frank Ocean were experimenting and pushing boundaries of their genres. And while these guys are still at the top of their game, the new artists to take their place just don't do it for me. I still remember I was
See, because you're not listening, because Ian really be spitting, but because he's really on his Britney shit. I understand you want people to expand boundaries and try something new, but I feel like we are getting that. Did y'all listen to that Jack Boys album? Jack Boys 2? Hold on, if I can pull it up right here. Look. You can't tell me this is not like a masterclass on art. Like anytime I listen to this song, I almost want to shed a tear because of how beautiful it is.
Working hard, I'm grinding. Hey, diamonds hitting, I'm shining. Who the fuck Matthew
McConaughey. Ooh. You can't tell me that wasn't art right there. Wobbly wiggly wobbly wiggity wobbly wiggity hoo. Sound like that SpongeBob. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. I feel like art is just expanding. It's like if you don't get it, your brain doesn't have enough storage capacity. Update your drivers.
I was in 8th grade when Igor dropped, and I was blown away. It was equal parts soul, pop, and hip-hop. There was a complete narrative through the entire album. The music videos were beautiful. It was creativity at its peak. The greatest thing about this era of music was that there was something for everyone. There were plenty of pop radio hits, hip-hop was going through its second prime, new wave R&B was on the rise, and artists were starting to mature and find their own sound. I couldn't be happier with the music Gen Z grew up with, and the same goes for video games. If there's one video game that would define our generation, it's obviously Minecraft.
I was about to say, if he threw an ad in there, amazing ad placement, but I was gonna get mad because no way has anyone. I've been sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, so shout out to Raid Shadow Legends. But there's no way in hell Raid Shadow Legends is like a prime core memory of your life. It's either Roblox or Minecraft, or if you're like a unk, it's like one of the first GTAs.
I really don't know what to say about Minecraft that hasn't already been said.
You never played
Minecraft. I still fondly remember the days of hopping in worlds with my friends and building
clock out of life.
Roller coasters, mansions, and having full-scale battles. It was the perfect escape, simple yet dense with content, complete freedom. The same goes for Minecraft's equally popular but wilder little brother, Roblox. There was really something for everyone in Roblox. Sports games, fashion games, tycoon games, mystery games. There was so much content and room for creativity and fun for a young mind. And I think we can all agree that sports games peaked during our childhood. 2K16 is probably my most played game of all time. It really is the perfect basketball game, and bro, how can we forget those old FIFA soundtracks?
I'm sorry, bro. I don't think I'll ever understand NBA, FIFA, Madden games, because it's like, not only are they doing the same thing every year, there's spewing out the same exact game and people are for some reason still buying it, but it's like, nigga, go play it outside. You can't break a tree down and craft multiple limitless imaginations in real life. You can only do that in Minecraft, and that's what makes it special. Like, same with Roblox. Like, pretty much any other game. Sports games are stupid to me. I don't understand it.
No, now. Unfortunately, these days, sports games have been watered down to over-monetized, recycled slop held hostage by corporate overlords.
It's always been like that. That's the thing. It's not like, right now is people are just realizing like, oh snap, like they're not doing anything different. Like it's the same thing, just better graphics. Nigga, they can't even get their face scans right.
I still remember the days of tryharding on my park and having intense battles with my brother on Madden. We even witnessed mobile games like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale take over the zeitgeist of our generation. And
harsh take, Clash Royale sucks. Clash of Clans is where it was at. Clash Royale is like for some reason it was more popular, but Clash of Clans was peak in my opinion.
Of course, who can forget Flappy Bird? When it comes to Gen Z, I feel like I have to talk about
remember
books.
never
and really
deleting it
one
off my phone
specific
just so I could
book
always have
series,
it.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I
don't
had
think there's
every
ever
single
been
book.
or ever will be another book series like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, this book series had a profound impact on the culture and humor of Gen Z. While most children's books try to teach good values like honesty and hard work, Jeff Kinney throws all of that out of the window.
Ew, why you
Greg
look like that?
Heffley is cynical, self-serving, opportunistic, lies, cheats, and always tries to find a shortcut. Basically, Greg Heffley is the most honest children's book character we've ever seen. I think because Gen Z has always been hyper-aware, we reject overly righteous characters because we know they don't exist in real life. The people around us operate like Greg, and in many ways, so do we. He was a hilariously flawed character that rarely learned his lesson, and we couldn't get enough. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, Jeff Kinney gave us the respect of not talking down to us. The magic of those first 6 books will forever hold a
Oh my god, I vividly remember having cabin fever, Diary of a Wimpy Kid cabin fever, and reading this in study halls. And it's something that's about this art style. They nailed this art style perfectly.
special place in my heart. And clearly I'm not the only one, with Diary of the Wimpy Kid still being relevant in meme culture till this day. There's an entire subculture of Diary of the Wimpy Kid fanfictions that
Diary
range
of
from
an Empty
extremely
Man,
hilarious
Diary
to
of Wimpy Kid
downright
Death Note.
depressing. And from time to time, I still read through this book series because it has a distinct comfort and charm that I can't find anywhere else. If we're gonna talk about—
It's so crazy because I don't have my books anymore, but I'm pretty sure they got passed down to my little brothers. But they're still making books, and he's adding on to the collection. I don't know how many more have been added on since, a decade ago, but man, classics, man.
Gen Z media, then it's only right that we talk about Gen Z social media. While short-form apps like Vine and TikTok have been huge during our childhood, culturally, nothing really comes close to YouTube. I'm genuinely glad I got to witness the old days of YouTube. The days of FNAF Let's Plays, OG phase, back when H3H3 was making hilarious commentary videos. Casey Neistat's daily vlog, the—
Leafy is here, anyone? Leafy is here? Leafy, no, just me? All right.
rise of animation channels. There was so much diverse content. But of all the great channels we grew up with, for me, one of them stands above the rest as the greatest YouTuber of all time. A man who defined the humor for a generation of children.
Yo, what's up? My name is Ardizzle for Shizzle my Nizzle off the Hizzle.
Ryan Higa. It's really hard for me to put into words how much Ryan Higa's videos mean to me. He was literally the first YouTuber I ever watched. For the longest time, I thought YouTube was just a place for music videos until one day my friend showed me Rustin Heber. It was an eye-opening moment. He was edgy but also genuinely funny and made clever social commentary. I still distinctly remember the days in middle school of watching Dear Ryans on the bus ride home. He was truly one of the first personal brands on YouTube, and I think we all need to thank him for paving the way. So Ryan—
And it's like, we need to get back to that. I would love to make videos like that, but some of his recent videos before he quit, bro, the production was immaculate. But the thing I loved about his videos is it would be an ongoing running joke, and the video would kind of spin back to it at the end, kind of like a comedy show. Oh my god, the writing perfect, his delivery perfect, and then just the ideas and topics he would do. Man, he really put the U on YouTube. There was no other people doing it like him. Other than we could say D-Tricks. Now I had a dancer. Yo, who know about that? If you know about that, you know ball for real. You know ball for real.
And I think there's only one thing left to say. And follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there once we hit—
Shout out to bro. I'm gonna link the original video in the comments. Make sure you guys go like that video. But make sure you guys also like this video. We be live on Twitch. Make sure you pull up, hit low. I'm gonna see you.